All right, well, greetings, class. My name is Tyler Ford, and I chose to do my project after receiving feedback on the How My Eyes, which mine was to achieve early retirement and financial freedom by age 55. I selected this as my project for several reasons, one of those being it directly affects myself and my family and is a goal I have long strived for, but without any good ideas on how to do so. Integrative thinking about this topic has led me to some very creative and exciting solutions I look forward to sharing with you throughout my presentation. So here, going over to the stakeholders, I have the stakeholders listed as, for the project, as myself, my wife, my children, my extended family, and then had later added the community after receiving some positive peer feedback. I had originally considered and critical thinking had led me to those others as well. Just briefly, kind of myself for obvious reasons, my wife, my children, because they're big stakeholders in this. It directly affects them. You'll see later on. And then my extended family, not so much, but still want to keep them in mind. And then the community, I'll elaborate on that on probably slide 5. So here I have financial freedom in early retirement. I put a bullet there for early retirement by age 55 while working hard and maintaining family time. My problem to my project addresses how to bridge the gap between working hard to achieve the goal of early retirement by age 55 and a comfortable lifestyle while also making sure not to miss out on important time spent with family. I chose to resolve this by taking the ideas from both of my opposing models I most liked and that benefited the stakeholders and making the new solution. So I will go ahead and elaborate on how I intend to do that over here on slide 4, which I have that down as my existing opposing solutions. So that was the either ors we went over. I put to either live frugally and well within my means and afford my wife the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mother, or to work hard, possibly 2 jobs, and my wife works also, so we'd be dual income to help us afford a more comfortable lifestyle while achieving the same end result, which is that previously mentioned goal. Just put a couple pictures in here just to kind of give you an idea. Got the kind of beater with a heater, so to speak. Does the job. It's not necessarily a necessity, but at the same time, it could be considered one. But most people could consider that a luxury. So just 2 different types of vehicles there. One nicer than the other to kind of reflect the frugality there. So I've got my 2 opposing solutions, which I felt were drastically different while still being somewhat similar by trying to achieve the same goal of early retirement. In the second option, I have far less family time, but we do live a more comfortable lifestyle with my wife working as well, putting us to that dual income. But we do have far less family time and spare time in this model to still achieve that early retirement by age 55. So then kind of go into all of the models here on this last slide. I'll go to slide 5, which I just kind of wanted to keep that basic. I've got my solutions. I kind of kept it down to 3 solutions. The either or, which is 1 and 2, and then kind of the best of both worlds, so to speak, with number 3. So I left it simple for those reasons. I can live frugally. So number 1 is my first of my opposing solutions. I can live frugally and well within my means and allow my wife the choice whether to work or not and still retire early. So there I've got that I can live frugally and well within my means and allow my wife the choice to work whether to work or not and still retire early. Number 2 is the second of my opposing solutions, which would be to work hard, potentially 2 jobs, and my wife work as well, which would or could lead to less family time, but would afford a far more comfortable lifestyle while still keeping the goal in mind. And then and that takes me on to the third, which was what I liked from both solutions, to come up with a creative and superior third solution. The third solution combines 1 and 2 by living relatively frugally, working hard with my wife and I both working, but then having a second job, which would be running a family business altogether, which would both afford us another income stream, but also providing time together as a family while working together to still achieve the same goal. I think the third solution shows and proves how the process works because I had not considered the pros to working hard and potentially losing precious time with family. And through this process, I was able to help include my family, which was the previously mentioned pro. So just kind of wanted to quickly go over that with you. If you've got any questions or comments, please go ahead and help me with those through our feedback forum.